Welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional. As the recording time of 10:18 a.m. on Eastern Time on the 26th days of this year is on 2023. Hope you guys have a great week so far, and hope you guys have been patient with me. Been missing so far on these videos recording. I've been, as you know, been traveling quite a lot to Sundance, to different events, and I've just been having back-to-back meetings. Next thing you know, I'm just like overwhelmed in a way that I just want to curl up like a ball in a way. So, and it's been relatively rough couple of days and weeks so far with just some of my partners, family members passing. Just me just traveling hectically with different time zone differences, and next thing you know, you just feel exhausted. And also when you're working so much and just going to places, your diet, your sleeping pattern just all kind of go out of whack, and that's what I am in right now. So hopefully you guys bear with me, and it's just it's been struggling in a way, but I'm doing fine, and you guys can probably see that I might have been losing weight as well. People have been noticing. They were like, "Hey, you look a little skinnier. Like your face has kind of like shrunken in a little bit." It's not that I mean to. It's something that I do nowadays. It's like I go from going like 4 meals per day, which is what I used to do, to now just once a day. But one big meal, one hearty meal, that allows me to obviously sustain, right? So before we dive into technical, let's just take a look at the news front together, shall we, to see what's going on. So on the news front, it seems like this morning is relatively positive. Across the market is relatively green. The GDP report came out to be strong, has risen by 2.9% in the fourth quarter, more than expected. Even recession fear looms. And also with respect to Tesla, the shares has also popped as well, with respect to positive earning results and demand outlook as well. Comcast also beat expectations. So is another company that I saw earlier, with respect to American Airline, also beats fourth quarter profits. So across the board is very, very positive. So translates into the positivity that we see in front of us. But something that is kind of lingering, it seems like there are some fraud cases that's being percolated around the topic of, let me just pull this up together, the Adani Group out of India. It seems like there's some fraud, investigation that's being, that's happening. And Adani Group is like one of the wealthiest people, family group, and also a holding company out of India. And it seems like the exposure on their equity holding can be quite sizable. I don't know the exact amount, but if fraud investigation was to get blown out of proportion, I wonder what's the exposure looking like. I've heard numbers as crazy as like 100 billion, all the way to, if you talk about like all the arbitrage and like all the exotic financial instruments that these firms do, can be 800 billion, which is quite bananas. So we'll see how that goes, but this is some black swan news that you kind of have to be thinking about ahead. So that might be lingering. This might be like another FTX debacle, but even more big, even bigger. What might I say? Even more big. Anyways, let's take a look at the BlackRock report. It seems like it was a relatively a sell day, collectively on the 25th, which was yesterday. And then on the ARK Invest side of the house, let's take a look. Relatively a sell day as well. So interesting. Definitely sell before the buy, and yesterday was like relatively muted day, if I'm not mistaken. And then on the technical front, let's take a look at it together, shall we? Respect to recording time of 10:22 a.m. on the Eastern Time. We are at 1612 at the moment. Seems like we're forming this cup and handle is being formed at the moment. We're quite extended. You can see that the depth cross about to be formed. We're still relatively elongated at 67 out of 70. On the weekly, we are just as extended as well. It seems like we're forming a cup and handle. So a cup is being formed. So the next level of leap down will be somewhere around 1450 or somewhere around 1350 in between the two levels, as we elevate from here. On the monthly, obviously, still bullish, right? On the Bitcoin side of the equation, we are bullish on the monthly, which is months away. Weekly is still large separations. We are quite elongated at 57 out of 70. On a daily, very extended, so something to really be cautious about. This seems like an upward wedge, which means that the pop down will be more logical than a leap up, especially we are at 83 out of 70 already. So definitely be cautious. It's definitely not looking the best in terms of buying in right now. Definitely not the right level of DCA at the moment. On the index front, we're at the 403 mark, so it seems like we are also forming some sort of a cup and handle. We are still have some room to go up to the next level of 408 on a daily. Daily looks quite extended right now, 62 out of 70. Weekly also looks quite extended, and it seems like this is like a reverse head and shoulder. The head, shoulder, and shoulder. But what we need to do is kind of come down first, a little bit midway before we come up from here. So something to think about. On the monthly, you could see that we're still quite bullish. So that's something that is happening across the whole market. But again, right, ideally in late Q2 to Q3 when we are transitioning out from the bear market, which I foresee that will be a logical move. All right. So it's a quicker one than usual. I'm trying to wrap it up because I have some meetings to go to, but I want to stay in touch with you guys. And apologies for not being in the loop. It's been quite rough in the last couple of days. I'm still trying to catch up on my sanity and my energy, but I appreciate you guys for the commitments that you have given me. So thank you for that. Appreciate you. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.